Hey neighbor, it's me, your friendly neighborhood artist. I've been prepping for Inktober and it has me exhausted this week. So I figured I'd give you guys some tips on what I'm doing for Inktober and what I've done to prepare for next month. Last week they released the prompts, or I think it was maybe more leaning towards the beginning of the month. And I know that if I want to do it, I'm going to have to do some planning because I just am not that creative when it comes to thinking on the fly like that. I just have no thoughts in my brain because I'm just like, I do so many things. I just don't have time to look at it the day that I see it and then like try to make a masterpiece. That's just not going to work. And I think that anyone who says that they're not planning and that they don't try to get ideas before Inktober, they're either drawing something really fast, drawing something really easy, or something in between. Because if they say that they made all these like super masterpieces on October 1st, that's sus. It just is sus to me. I do not believe them. So I'll go through what I've done so far. I went through the ideas for each prompt and what they meant. I'll go through one right now as an example. Golden was the hardest for me because I had to like kind of do some research on what golden actually is and what it could be, right? So it's a color. It also means something precious, but it's also like a metal, you know? I figured 100% that the prompt would have to have the gold color in it somewhere, but I still wanted to do something a little bit spooky. Now, I do have a fondness for Donna Benevito from Resident Evil 8. Since I needed something golden, I decided that I would do something like she's like with flowers maybe. So I'm just going to do a portrait of her with a flower. And the thing is I think that you should focus on what your strengths are towards doing Inktober. If you're a landscape artist, do something like that. If you're a character artist, do something like that. Like, don't do something super brand new to you for Inktober. And since characters are my strong suit, I wanted only a little bit of a challenge and a little bit of comfort for my artwork. Because I cannot do abstract pieces. That's just, I don't know how to think in abstract. So I don't expect anyone else to do it. After that, I got my inspiration pictures. And I put them in a folder, and I named the folder Golden. So I knew that it was the golden one, right? But I did this with every prompt. I looked up every prompt and I did it the exact same way I just told you just now. My next thing to do was to make a very, very rough sketch and keep them unfinished. I'm going to show you a little bit of what I did here. I only have 6 so far. As soon as I've gotten something super rough, something that I could, refine and maybe possibly finish, then I'll go on to the next one. I'm going to do this until I finish all the prompts. I know this sounds like a big project, and it probably is. I don't know if I'm going to finish it, but I'm going to try. Once I get all the prompts finished, like the sketch part, I'm going to go back and I'm going to start refining the ones that are coming up. So Dream is the first one for Inktober 2023. I've already finished a sketch for that. I already kind of have the mindset of what I'm doing for that, but I don't have any kind of refining features and I haven't worked on it more. So I'm going to do that. Let's go over it one more time. 1. Come up with an idea based off of the prompt. Do a little bit of research so you're not left stranded in the middle of nowhere with no ideas. 2. Find some pictures, either from Pinterest or Google, put them together. 3. Put them aside in a folder or a Pinterest board to keep it organized. 4. The second to the last step is to get a rough idea for all the prompts so you don't get blank canvas syndrome. The final step is to complete the pieces closer to the dates. I do have a rule for myself. I don't expect anyone else to follow those rules, but I put a rule on one color and as much grayscale as you want. If I can, I prefer to have like no color, but some of the prompts, you just can't do that with them. You're gonna need some color somewhere. And there you go. That's my method for Inktober 2023. I've asked my friends and some people I know if they're going to be participating in Inktober. A lot of them told me they're not, or they're not interested, or they just think it's just too much stress. Are you guys going to do it? How many prompts? leave a comment below. Also, if you guys have any video ideas that you think would be interesting to do, feel free to ask in the comments and I might make it. Because sometimes I actually struggle a little bit with making videos per week because I just want to put out drawing videos, like my own art and like, stuff that I've already completed. But I know that that's not the only reason why people come here. I do have some art news, but I just didn't want to do that yet. I just wasn't prepared. But yeah, please subscribe. And thanks for coming by, neighbor. See you next time.